Hey, hey.
Thanks for joining, Kane.
Thanks for having me.
Today we will be witnessing a semi-final. Yes, we're at this stage already. It's gonna be Frontline Tactics versus House Stark. I think personally on paper, a lot of people would give the victory immediately to Frontline Tactics, but
Absolutely.
I really hope that House Stark can show us what they're worth and give a beautiful performance.
Personally, I mean, both of us have played this week on this map in these factions. Oh, by the way, just a little thing beforehand. Sings is sitting next to me, so you will hear him scream.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so I've played these maps and factions this week. You have, and we can already say that, especially the second map is very, very faction imbalanced. The Serenists have a big advantage, and almost every single set this match this week has gone 3-0, 3-0 for Serenists. And I'm sure that not many teams will know how to play as Rodox on the open map against Serenists, but I'm pretty sure that FT is one of the, if not the only team who really has the capabilities and the players to win that set as Rodox.
Yeah.
Because Chardini is a great commander, so I'm just curious to see how he's going to deal with that.
On the other hand, I would say that House Stark has pretty good record on open maps. They have some great Cav players.
They have a lot of great Cav players, yeah, and I can see a lot of them on the server already. They have Longinus, Azarek, I think Ayla, Krizak can also play Cav. So I mean, let's see in the roster who else did I miss? Who goes Cav as well from them? I think Zulu's the Inf, with Meldo's the Archer. Longinus can go Cav as well. Einar's their Inf as well. He's a solid infantry player. Slepper is also a Cav, Archer and Inf. He plays everything really. So I mean, they have a lot of players that multi-class. Very solid roster, and they have good team play. The Stark guys. So I'm curious to see how that's going to help them out. And for the FT, I mean, FT's just got, you know, two of the best Cav in the game for sure, Sigs and Alex. And you have these new players, you know, like Janksar, who is just a great all-classer. You have Error, solid Inf, solid Cav, solid Archer, and you know Samu, Gibby, the Archer duo, together with Keanu, who's also playing like every class for them. It's just both teams have very strong rosters. Both teams have very good teamwork. And is it live? Oh no, it's not.
No, it's not live.
So yeah, I'm curious to see how that's going to work out for them. But yeah, both teams very strong, for sure.
All right. So yeah, maps. So we talked a little bit about Reverend Village, which is going to be the second map. What do you think of Verloren, Nords versus Swadia?
It's interesting because it is a closed map, and Nords is always overpowered on closed maps. But at the same time, Verloren allows very good archer positions and Cav play as well. And the counter faction this week is Swadia, and they have very good crossbows and very good Cav. Which is why Verloren this week is very balanced faction-wise. Yeah. So both teams can just do anything on every set on this map. So I'm curious to see how that's going to go.
In my match personally, I think both teams won 3-1 on Swadia's side, which is really interesting, especially against Nords on a close map. So yeah, I think it's pretty balanced. These two factions. I would give the advantage to Swadia because of the Cav they can use. Yeah,
they have the Cav and the crossbow, and the North pretty much only have the Inf.
The infantry, yeah.
Yeah, the archers are outmatched by the crossbows, and the Cav are outmatched by the Cav. But you know, you do have the javelins, and you can never underestimate North javelins, and especially not when you see the players that are going to be using those javelins. So yeah, if they use those javelins well, they can do a lot of damage.
Interesting tactic here, possible tactic from Alice. 7 infs, 1 Cav. I don't know if that's gonna work on North, but worth a try. With throwing axes and blue shirt, I would love to see that in the final. I think we're gonna see North in the final. Are we? Do we know which factions we're gonna be playing final?
I have absolutely no clue.
Me neither. Anyway, we will see what we will be getting today. We might see 5 infantries on North. I don't think it's too unusual to see.
No, it's not unusual.
Maybe even 3 cav on Swadia?
Doubt it. I really doubt it. I don't think this is the map to do that.
Mm.
And I think many of the top clans, you know, you're talking about 2 Division A clans right now. I don't think they'll really want to risk it, I guess. I mean, FT could possibly do it, but I don't really think FT has, you know, the cav lineup to do it. They have Six and Alex for sure, but you need 3 top cav to do that, and I don't think they have the 3rd cav for that really right now. They have a lot of multi-classers, not main cavs.
Mm-hmm.
So and for Stark, I mean, they have a lot of main cav, but again, I don't think they'll be confident enough to pull that off.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I think Stark might just stick with the normal setups, as I don't think they go wild quite often. So I think they're gonna stick to the 4-2 here on Valo. Although of course you might see the one archer on North. It's not too surprising, I would say. That's the most likely we're gonna see is like 5 imps on North.
Are we? Let's see.
Well, I think it's more likely to happen than the 3 cap on Swadia.
I think it's for sure. North 5 imp is a very common tactic, especially on a map like this.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, you do have 2 very open flags, which also allow 2 Nord archers.
Yeah.
But the Nord archers are, well, I consider them to be the worst archers in the game. So I don't think, you know, I think you'd rather have a Nord in with Jav than a Nord archer.
That's an interesting opinion there, Tardet. 6 soon to be in Kane's shadow.
Yes. I think Tardet is you can see he's a very smart man, you know. Typing that sentence obviously shows that his IQ is over the normal capabilities of, you know, normal human beings.
We've all seen Kane playing as Cav. He's quite impressive.
Quite impressive is an understatement, I think.
They call him the Dutch Flash, yes, instead of the White Flash.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. I'm the Dutch Flash.
Coming right at you. As I think both teams have enough players on the server, so I think we're gonna get ready pretty soon. Oh,
so O'Neill has arrived, so Stark seems to be ready now. And O'Neill's saying, "Can't wait to trash you."
Oof.
Very confident, actually, very confident. Which you should be, you know, you should be confident.
True. You need to believe in your own capabilities.
Exactly, you should. If you don't believe that you're going to win, then you probably won't win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sir Alex here popping off and team killing 4 of his fellow FT members.
Definitely might be considered to play Archer now on North.
Right.
So look at that.
I think we're gonna go Rian live, so
Rian live, indeed.
Gonna get the overlay off. As we're getting into this semi-final between Frontline Tactics and House Stark, with a place in the finals against Unity on the board. Quickly gonna fix the score line here as both teams.
Well, let's see. 5 imps for North and 4-2 for Starks.
So Stark is gonna play it just the normal way.
Is this a surprise or not? Because where is Siggs? Siggs is on the bench and Janksar is playing Cav.
Oof.
Now that is a surprise. And why is Siggs on the bench?
I think it's because otherwise he would make too much noise in the background of the stream, so...
Yes, very smart actually.
Flag is gonna spawn in Stark's spawn, so...
Oh, he lost the bet, he says. That's why he's on the bench.
Oof. So if you want to win a bet, just bet against 6. That's interesting.
FT going to be pushing the flag that spawned in the Swadian spawn. Swadian setting up the crossfire. Samu actually hiding in the tower, getting ready to push down from middle. Common tactic, making sure that, you know, you have that crossfire on the flag.
Yeah, infantry looking to fight alongside this wall. They have the extra infantry, so... And it's North versus Swadia Inf. Ooh, nice Jeff there. That's onto Zoyo.
And Meldo trying to take care of Samu, getting Zoika getting shot, Ezreal getting shot, and FT still on full HP, but Zoika actually one hit, and he could be taken down here if Samu has a nice shot on the side here. It looks like FT is about to push here.
Yeah, throwing some jabs more.
Yeah, the Cav is getting ready to go in from middle. You can see them gathering up, and Charlini is itching towards the flag.
1 minute on the board, and fight is gonna start happening now.
Taking a big hit there as well.
Still a little bit lingering here.
Samu's got a great position. Hit with a great
nice one from Gibby.
And now the fight starts. The FT for pushing in.
There comes in the Cav, but Ayla getting stopped, taking a lot of damage. 1 kill back for Azaract onto Yanksar, but that's the only kill so far for House Stark.
Double kill for Gibby and Error. Samu keeping Meldo busy in the tower, but Meldo getting free. Samu shooting, Gibby taking him down.
And that's the first round in favor of Frontline Tactics, but only losing Cav.
Solid push from FT there. I mean, you know, that the push that they always do from that side is very coordinated. You know, the Archer middle Cav coming in from the middle. The imps are sticking together, pushing along the wall, and those jabs early on did enough damage to make a difference. You could see Zoika was taken out before the fight, and 2 of the other imps were also pretty low, so that means that they're going to play a bit more defensive. And when you're holding against Nord, you know, you can't really be that passive because they're going to break your shield and you're going to die.
As I think what's interesting to note there as well was that the crossfire from House Stark wasn't doing anything against the infantry.
The fight happened too quickly, I think.
I think it's just they weren't really able to do to get the crossfire on, to be honest. Because of one crossbowman was getting, I think it was Meldo at the stairs being pressured by the Archer and the Cav.
Yeah. Samu pressured Meldo, and did Red Rock get pressured by one of the Cav? I think it might have been the case, but nonetheless, you know, you only have 1 crossbow shooting, and he cannot do enough damage in the time span that fight took to end. It was such a fast fight, you know. The imps died within let's say 10 seconds max.
Ooh, nice block down from Skarta on a javelin from Sir Alex. FT once again looking to aggress on the flag.
Red Wars got these side shots, so if they peek out a little bit too much, the Red War can shoot them, and Red War's not an archer.
Ooh, that's nice hit onto Gibby. Down to half health.
Is that Samu on the... Yeah, Samu.
Ooh, another one onto Einstein here. As Inv is now starting to push. Oh, some nice hits there on the infantry. 3 of them down to half HP. But first kill, Ayla onto Sir Alex. That's Cav down. Einstein fights back with a kill onto Zoika. As we're getting in a big melee fight in this corner here. 2 kills back. It's a 5v5 at the moment. Everything's still winnable. As Keanu gets the inf there. That's a double kill for Keanu. Gibby with a headshot with javelin onto Ayla. As Meldo is out in the open. Managed to get the horse down.
With a nice hit on Janksar.
Charlini with another jav kill. As that's another round for FT, but this time I have to say House Stark looking a lot better, just not winning the infight there, which is of course not too surprising with the 5 North infantry all tanked up. But the early shots were for House Stark, so it's looking promising.
Stark did a good job, especially Red War there, dealing a lot of early damage, nearly turning that fight towards the Stark team, because Era got taken down with 1 stab because he was already low. Gibby was also very low. Did he get taken down? No, he did not. So he survived. But a lot of the F teams had to play a bit more passive there because they were low, and because of that, the all packs got more space, and you know how much damage the all packs do. So very good shots from Red War there, and it was a close round nonetheless. But FT did pull through in the end.
Yep. They managed to win the end fight, which is of course still the most important thing to do.
And you can now see that Keanu, Gibby, Charlini, and O'Neal, Jesus, Verdin, O'Neal's dead. They've all tanked up so much. That will be hard to deal with. Error tanking up his helmet a bit. And let's see. Oh,
that's a disconnect. That's unfortunate.
But Alex is a good enough Cav to make up for that difference, and I hope he will do that.
Stark looking to pressure here.
This is the classic FT tactic here. They're holding that left corner with the archer on the right. So if you don't push the archer, he's gonna shoot you in the side. And if you do push the archer like they are doing now, FT is just gonna push you in the side.
Yeah. And there comes in the fight. Oh, nice bumps there from Ayla, but it's Sir Alex with the first kill. Faradin steps up. Keanu with a team kill though. Infight going in favor. Redwar and Wolfguard getting one back.
And Charlene is in a pinch here. He's getting 2v1 right there. Faradin is going to be pushing those crossbows, which is a difficult job, but he's going to be trying to keep them busy.
Zoika, nice kill onto Charlene there. As Faradin is getting a kill onto Skarta, but it's Ayla with the final kill there, and that's the first round in favor of House Stark. Remember that FT had a disconnect there on one of their calves, so that was unfortunate. As we have House Stark going well, and this time they look really nicely kitted out here. Some great North shields, axes, some mail we have on Redwar, O'Neill, Zoika. Looks good. As flag once again spawns in favor of House Stark at their spawn, but they will need to hurry up. FT might cut them off guard here. No, gonna be fast enough, as FT will once again push from well and then head over to the wall and do the same push from the first round.
This is a hard push actually, but again, like the first round, FT is going to do the same, and I think Stark might try something different here. They're keeping Meldo close by, but he's forced to fall back.
Yeah, I think the most interesting thing is, are Stark going to be able to use their crossfire? O'Neill really aggressive here onto Faradin on his own. Just going to fall back now. As Samu is on the stairs. Is O'Neill aware of this? Because he might get caught off here.
And O'Neill is pushing O'Neill's dad. Interesting. Ayla also pushing Faradin. Faradin is keeping two people busy.
There comes in the calf. Ooh, 3-on-1 here. FT infantry. Ooh. Winning the infantry fight here.
From Alex there. He stabbed O'Neill, and Faradin could finish him that way.
Azrac getting stopped here. Managed to get out of here alive, surprisingly. Naldo gets a kill onto Faradin.
Azrac gets dismounted and hit, very low on HP.
That's an unfortunate team kill once again for Keanu here. Everything is still possible. It's a 5v4 at the moment. FT more grouped up though.
Here, though. He's doing a great double great,
ooh, nice job there. Double from Einstein.
Alex might be taken out here. No, he's still alive. Managed to stay alive. Oh, nice.
Oh, that's a triple.
Error.
Great round there for Einstein. I'm just calling him Einstein. I don't know what his other name is. As I assume he has another nickname as well.
3-2 for FT. That's a good score. Start
3-1, I believe.
3-1, sorry, my bad. Yeah, that one round might prove very useful for them later on. I don't know. FT as Swadia now, probably a 4-2-2 for them. Their crossbows are going to do work, their cav are going to do work, and their imps are going to do, well, a lot of work as well, the Alpikes, I think. Stark, I hope they're going to play a 5-1-2, because I think that's the best one for them. But I don't know, you know, they might just play their two archers, because they are quite confident in their archers' abilities. But I think they're going to play with 5 imps, 2 cav and 1 archer.
Mm-hmm.
And this set is like, as I said before, it's actually a very important set now, because if you lose this map, you're going into the second map, which is very likely to be 3-3 because of the faction imbalance. It might be very hard for you to turn that around.
Mm-hmm.
So FT is going to try and win this map, and Stark is going to try and win this set 3-0, and FT really doesn't want to give them the win.
Yeah, definitely not. But it was looking good for House Stark the last 3 rounds. I think the first round they really got like hardly punished by FT's strat there. But especially the 3rd and 4th round, I think House Stark was able to get a bit back there. As I will quickly pull up this. So first set went 3-1 in favor of FT. As we're still waiting for the next set, and we'll see if House Stark can do the same thing on Nords. As we're gonna have a Rian live, I believe. So that's quick.
Yep, Rian live.
There we go. Going into the second set, and we will be seeing 2 calves on both sides, and only 1 archer. Or are we gonna get a second archer? Yes, it's only Red War on House Stark.
Yeah, so 5-inf strat. Not a bad strat, actually the best strat I think for Nords on this map.
Interesting. FT deciding already to stay and spawn.
Yeah, why not?
Hoping for the flag.
If it spawns there, good. If it doesn't spawn there, they'll just adjust and go attack the flags. You know, it doesn't really bother them. I don't think they're fine attacking the flag because of their crossbows. I think you'd rather attack a flag with crossbows, you know, with this setup against 5 Nordims, than defend it. Yeah. Because if you defend it, you're going to get pushed, and if you attack, you've got space to play around.
Well, we'll have to see what they're gonna do on this attack. Seems like it's coming from alley, as House Stark will be able to set themselves up here. Gonna send 1 crossbowman over to mid. Nobody's raising the flag anymore, so House Stark looking to stop this push here.
This is a very difficult push for FT. I'm curious how they're going to deal with this.
Oh, that's a nice shot. There comes in the calf. And where's FT's calf? FT's calf coming in now. Kill for both teams. Sir Alex really low on health, but managed to get Chrysag though. And that's a double for Charlini. Red War gets 1 back on Sir Alex. Keanu gets Azurect. As both Charlini and Varidan really low, but the all packs really working out here. But that's an unfortunate team kill once again for Keanu, but it doesn't matter as it will be Apollo there getting the final headshot onto Red War.
Very good job there from FT. The team play was insane there, especially between the infantries there. Charlini did a very good job. I was expecting him that round. He did a very good job. Got a double kill there. Survived until the very last moment where he got team killed by Keanu. An unfortunate team kill, but I mean, the Cav of FT came in the back. They stabbed an inf. Charlini finished him. Then 6 came in. 6 killed someone, and Charlini finished the other one. I mean, that's just perfect team play there from the Cav and Inf, and that's what they needed in that little alleyway.
Yeah, it almost seemed like Cav was gonna be too later, but they came out just in time. Great work from what was it? I think it was Sir Alex.
Alex getting jabbed twice there.
Was that an open or where did he?
Sorry?
Where did he got jabbed from? Was it tunnels?
He got jabbed in tunnels. Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
got pushed in the tunnels.
So, House Stark's gonna be pushing from tunnels here.
Let's see. No, they have an archer, I believe. Yeah, Red War is still in tower, and he's going to be annoying them from the side. I'm not sure if this is the best position for him to be in, but because as soon as he misses that first shot, which he does.
Oof, first
nice
kill. That's 6. That's some nice hiding there.
Oh, Apollo with a great headshot on Red War from the stairs there. And that's their archer down, and that's the advantage from the middle gone. And now the fight's gonna start on the flag here. Stark is pushing in. Cav is getting stopped by Charlini with some great spear work. Charlini getting taken down by Einar. And Gibby now, the FT is pretty split, but their Cav are supporting them. Slowly taking the the Stark inf down 1 by 1. Gibby with the 2-handed all pike spinning around. And it's a 2v1 on that, 3v1 on that flag now. There we go. Another great teamwork for FT. I think that's all it is. Just the Kev and the Inf playing together. The archers, peppering their Inf from the side. It's just how you're supposed to play it, and that's why they're winning the set right now. I mean, Stark had the right idea, sending the archer into tower, but sadly he got taken down, and O'Neal got taken down early on as well by Six hiding in that little corner of the map, like he always does. And that's just two people out of the fight early, it's 8v6, and they were doomed to lose that from that moment, which they did.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if Stark push from tunnels was the best there. As you mentioned, like Six getting that kill off there is quite crucial together with Red War dying in tower.
They were pushing from the closed area, which is a good idea, but the archer in middle tactic, that was what the entire tactic was about, I think. The archer suppressing them from the side and middle, but he got taken down quite quickly, and then they lost their 5th inf as well, so it was a 4-on-4 inf fight, so then that advantage is gone as well. So that you pretty much have no more advantage.
But now we're gonna have the fight once again, just like the first round in the second set, in the alley. Nobody died just yet, but there's Charlini once again with a kill. Unfortunate team kill here from Longius onto Skarta, sorry. And that's all Charlini and FT here. Charlini with a triple, and that's just a wipe here.
Wow.
Perfect round.
From the FT Cav and Inf there. I mean, the Inf was all
You're a little bit laggy. Okay. I don't know if it's my internet, but you were lagging really much there.
Hello,
Robot Kane. Right, anyway, gonna be heading over to Referent Village now. Saranids versus Rodox. And as Kane has mentioned in the beginning of this stream, Saranids were really one-sided victors on this map so far this week. Of course, this can all change in this map, since we do need a big performance from House Stark to try and pull it back. As right now it's 6-1 for Frontline Tactics. So if Frontline Tactics only win two rounds, they will be heading towards the final next weekend against Unity.
Yeah, they need to win the first round. They are starting as Rodox, so it is the most difficult one. But they only need 2 rounds this map, and to be honest, I don't see them not getting that on Serenit.
True, yeah. But on the other hand, if House Stark can pull off a really strong performance in this third set, it might put some pressure on FT, and if you're getting pressured in this like semi-final match, everything can still happen. So if you then get like bad communication in the team, or people get angry because of decisions, like everything can still happen.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Stark have good archers and good cav, so they're going to go to work this map. And same goes for FT actually. They have good archers and good cav. The only thing is they only have 2 main cav. Janks are playing cav most likely. He was also a very good cav, but he's not a main cav. But he can definitely play cav in the Division A. So you could consider FT having 3 main cav and then a substitute probably, which will either be like Gibby or I don't know. Gibby maybe. I think Kiana's specking this map, so probably Gibby or Error's cav. Or wait, maybe Faraday. I haven't really kept track of them. But I mean, 3 main cav, 1 substitute cav. Azarek, Jesus, Stark has 4 main cav. So it is, it's going to be a bit more difficult for FT setup wise, but skill wise they should pull through it.
And we're going to see what setup they will be using. They're going with Samu and Apollo on crossbow and 4 cav, and it will be Gibby indeed playing as the 4th cav.
Alright.
House Stark also 2 archers, 4 cav, 2 inf.
Yeah, just a normal setup from both sides. The thing is, I do favor Serenids on this on these setups, but it just depends on how FT is going to play it, and that's what I'm curious about. How are they going to deal with this open map against Serenids? Are they just going to rely on normal tactics around the flag and just pretty much rely on the skill of the players, or are they going to try something special?
Ooh, interesting. So they first seemed to go for the flag, but now it seems they're Want to take the fight to House Stark? No. They gave it another direction and they're gonna go for the flag now. Apollo was already pretty close to the flag, so he's gonna be able to set up at the rocks default spot for a crossbow. And then we have Samu at bunker. Seems like Maldo's gonna stick to the rocks on his side. And Redwar is gonna go together with the infantry, trying to put some pressure on Apollo here. Apollo's gonna fall back now, as he is getting pressured and doesn't seem to want to take the fight there. As Redwar will gladly take his position at the rock.
Apollo taking the position in pit, and Samu in the bunker. That's just a normal crossfire here.
Oof. Redwar getting pressured there from Samu.
Let's see, where's Redwar? Redwar's on the rock and Meldo. Okay, that's a pretty good setup as well. Yeah. Just very, very standard plays right now from both teams. And it's just going to go down to the last few seconds where one of the team has to initiate
both teams start going to flag right now, as you say that.
It's just a mirror, really. They're trying to mirror each other. And the fight is going to break out on that flag. And it all depends on which team is going to win that infantry fight.
Yeah. As cavalry is going to get ready, as you heard Sig's call. So there we get the fight. Ayla with the first bump. Not much damage dealt just yet. As we're getting in there, but that's 2 quick kills for Stark. Make that 3 with a double for Einar. It's looking really good for Stark on the flag here. Can they capitalize on this?
About lag.
As Sir Alex tries to help out Apollo in pit. That's Yanksar, that's 1 kill back for FT.
Oh wait, 15 seconds. Now they've lost this.
Kryzak with another kill. So
Yanksar doing a good job as Cav. He's doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, managed to still stay alive. As I just say that, Azrak gets another one. And Apollo, will he be able to survive here? Drops his shield. I think that was a mistake, as Zoika is gonna take advantage of that one.
I mean, yeah, I can hear, of course I can hear Six talking to the left a bit of me, and it seems that the FT players have a bit of trouble with the server lag, and I have to admit that, you know, the servers the last 2 weeks have been absolutely horrible. So I can probably understand that both teams have a few lag spikes this match, which really sucks because it does influence some of the big plays.
Definitely. But I think in general that was just a good push of House Stark as well.
Yeah, definitely. They did very well there.
Plus they're also playing on the Serenet / favorite side on this map, so not all too surprising here. Flag is gonna spawn at church. Both teams are gonna head over there. As once again it seems to be an exact mirror of each other's movement here.
This map is very mirrored.
Yeah. These teams also make it really mirrored though.
Yeah, to be fair, they're all both going for that flag fight. The Stark currently have control of the flag.
Stark is actually going to be aggressive here.
Aggressive, they're pushing, and I don't think that's the right choice actually for them. Because this graveyard is very good infantry-wise for this push.
But they almost get a kill on Charlini here. Also, Yanks are really low on health together with 6, but Sir Alex with the first kill onto Longius. Cav managed to stay alive, even though they have low health. Charlini managed to be able to stay alive here, really important. Gibby helps him out, gets Ayla. And that's another kill for FT with Apollo. Gibby with the double. And like you just mentioned, this push might have not been the right call, as Stark is losing this round to FT's.
Look at the FT health though.
Yeah, they're all really low, but they managed to survive and work together. That's
Gibby is the only one who's full HP, I think. Oh, Alex as well, apparently. Yeah. Wow.
But just in general, like that's, if you combine all health of FT there, I think you managed to get 3 full health players.
No, probably 1 actually.
Well, they already have 2, so that's what I mean.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So 3 in total.
I mean, right there, I think it just came down to a difference in like skill, I guess, because I think the FT players have a bit more experience. Wouldn't say necessarily skill, but then again I would. And I think a lot of them were 1v1s until the Cav started coming in.
Yeah, especially Charlini being able to stay alive there for so long, just like he did on Valorum.
That's his biggest trait, Charlini. He just stays alive, you know, and That's a really big help because he stayed alive. The Cav could come in and support him, and that's when the fight turned around. So I mean, just in general,
Red were already getting hit here.
FT's players making the best out of the situation there, and Stark should not have pushed, which they probably realized by now.
But everything is still possible, as Stark will be looking for their next round, as they're actually going to be aggressive here. On to FT.
Yeah, they should push that rock. Why not? Make sure that they don't have a repeat of that last round. And Stark is falling back. They are feeling the pressure and they are saying, let's just fall back. We don't want to take this fight. Red War already being hit. Probably a foot shot, actually.
It was a very early shot by I think Apollo or Samu from bunker.
Well played there, because that makes a big difference. Now he cannot peek overconfidently because one shot and he's dead.
Well, both teams are gonna start mirroring each other once again.
Oh, the flag is actually... Wow, I thought the flag was on the left. Yeah, I'm still half asleep, man. The flag is in the middle. Wow, nice.
As this time it's going to be FT looking to push here. As I can't get past the building.
Barely, though. And Sir Alex is in the spawn, Cav dueling their Cav. Is that Six coming to help him out? Yeah, Six and Janksar and Gibby both coming to help Alex out.
Red War is gonna position himself at church. Maldo at the house here. Maldo really open position though. Apollo in a great spot behind fences. The usual spot. Ooh, Maldo almost taken down there by Samu.
Oh wow, that's black. Okay, and Stark is pushing on this flag now.
And there comes Gav. Gibby stopped a little bit there in alley.
Charlini's taken down to very low.
And there goes Charlini. That's crazy. That's an important kill for Stark here. As Einar gets one as well.
Gibby getting dismounted there.
So Alex gets one back. That's a double for Samu.
Shot.
Einar real low on health, and it's Six with the kill. Sorry, Gibby with the kill. As FT seems to be taking this round. But it's a 5v3. Everything is still possible. But they have taken control over the flag with only 10 seconds. It's not looking good for our Stark here. As a nice shot from Apollo. Krysa getting downed as well, and Six with the final couch, making it 8-2 in favor of FT. And
I mean, on this map, you will see Six and Alex going for these Cav duels, and they are two players who you do not want to duel with as Cav, because they'll just they'll just play with you a bit and then they'll end you. I mean, they're just so good at these Cav duels, and that's what I saw as well in the last moment where it was like it was like 6v6 or something. And the Cav of FT was just making sure that the Cav of Star could not come in. Every time they tried to come in, like Six or Alex, they were just stab them, make sure they either died or just took so much damage that they had to retreat. And after that, they went into the fight and they did support. So they brought that back actually very well there. The imps of FT also staying alive quite a bit. Charlie getting taken out early, but I think that Arrow stayed alive quite a bit. I didn't really keep an eye on him. Gibby dismounting early, going infantry, also surviving a long time there. Didn't even die in the end, I don't think.
No, I don't think he died.
Just giving a lot of space. Like, FT is giving each other a lot of space. And I think that's what's really helping out, what's really good for them as well. Because they have good Cav, and once they get space, they can do so much damage. Same goes for the archers. They get space, they do damage. You could see Samu with a double kill early on as well. Just a great shooter, and you can't give them space.
Once again, we're gonna see the fight in open area here. Well, the flag is at church. We have one of the Cavs of Stark at the flag right now.
Oh, Einar and Zoika are both low HP. Both are infantries. Six taking the arrow to the foot as well.
As this infantry fight at the edge of the map is gonna be interesting. As there comes the Cav. Headshot onto Longus from Samu. Apollo joining in on the headshot. Samu with the double. Just popping heads right here. As Zoika is just getting cornered. Apollo with the double as well. Einstein with the double.
That's some very good shooting actually there from the archers of FT. Wouldn't expect it any other way, to be honest.
There goes Redwar. Einstein with the triple. Or the third kill of the round. It wasn't the triple. Took too long.
Oh, yo, he might actually raise this. Yo,
Will he win?
Oh.
Nah, I think it's too late. Gav is coming in now.
Oh, Jenks on the court. Oh man, that was how did he get there? All the way over there?
He was, I mentioned it, I thought it was a Gav though.
That was really smart actually. Very
And they almost won it, but oh, it's so close. It's so close.
Nice try there from Meldo. If they would have won that flight, that would have been so funny.
Yeah, they just needed to stay alive a little bit longer, but if both your crossbowmen are popping heads like that, it's difficult. It's very difficult.
Yeah, if the Stark people stayed alive for just a little bit longer, they would have won that round because FT didn't notice the flag being raised until the chaotic fight was over.
Indeed.
It's a pretty one-sided semi-final so far. The fights are pretty close most of the rounds, but
yeah, I would say like
definitely
House Stark is putting up a good fight.
For sure, definitely they deserve their place in the semi-finals. But in the end, FT just has the better teamwork, I think. Like the better. Tactic-wise, they're not really doing anything that special, but just the teamwork is just outplaying Stark, I think, especially the Cav and Inf teamwork. Because when you have good Cav and Inf teamwork, you create a lot of space for the archers as well. And archers you don't really need teamwork with. Besides, the archers need to have communication with each other, but with the rest of the team, it's not really that important because when you get to a certain skill level, you just shoot from anywhere, And the Cav and Inf, they do need that communication, and FT really has that.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to like we saw at that round at church. It was second round where FT managed to just stay alive for so long, or was it third round? I think it was second round where they managed to stay alive for so long, especially like Charlini, all with like a little bit of health left, but just the mere fact that they stay alive, they're not throwing themselves. I think that's a huge like skill to have there. Keep your composure. Don't overact. Don't like go for the kills when you just need to stay alive. And give your teammates the opportunity to go for them.
Yeah, FT really has those confident players, and when you have the confidence to go for those plays and you go for them, not most of the time, but sometimes you really make something happen. And FT has a lot of players who do that. They have the confidence to do something, and they just do it, and they have the skill to pull it off as well. And that just creates a lot of gaps in the Stark team. When you pick off someone, let's say you pick off one of the archers, that just ruins the crossfire. When you pick off one of the imps, that ruins the infantry teamwork. One sword, one spear. Just stuff like that. Just tiny things like that FT really knows how to do well is helping them win in the end.
Definitely. As I hope Stark can just keep on putting up the good fight they've been putting up the whole semi-final as we go into the final set of this matchup between FT and House Stark.
(9-2) right now for FT.
Yes.
And they still have the better set to play, I think. And Siggs is already going full on aggressive. He's known for that. Siggs also always goes, always takes these aggressive positions early on. Yeah, it's a re. I think I'm just gonna spectate Siggs for a bit. I think you should do the same. He's just gonna go aggressive. Like the thing with Siggs is he always goes for these early aggressive pushes, and most of the time he really makes them work. And that's the good thing about Siggs to having your team. He creates these early caps.
But that was Krysek here, trying to respond on this aggressiveness.
And look like Stark is pushing up that fence area right there.
Yeah. Siggs on his own here, trying to fight with Rodok Cav. Will he be able to get a kill though?
He doesn't seem to be too bothered by it. He's going for the fight.
Yeah.
Okay, he's backing off now. The crossbows are becoming too much for him as well. Two crossbows in there.
As fight is happening behind the houses here. As Ayla getting shot here by one of the archers, probably Samu. 2 kills in favor of FT, 1 back for House Stark. As Einar gets a double kill here. Sir Alex with a double to fight back. Bolo with a nice shot onto Azaract. Yanksar with a nice couch here. And it's only up to
And
Maldo and
Maldo,
Krysak.
2 left.
Krysak dismounting, trying to help out his fellow crossbowman, but
getting
it's
the kill.
6 with the kill.
Keanu
I can't see
backstabbing,
what's
getting a
happening,
great
but it's
stab.
Keanu with the final one.
See, I told you Keanu would kill Kev. Nice. Well played from Keanu. Both FT aims dead, but I mean, they did their job. They stayed alive for as long as they could. And the Kev and Arch just finished the job.
So once again, Cavalry gonna be aggressive. Sir Alex this time joining in the aggression of 6. No, he's falling back now. Ooh, Red War almost getting a shot onto Charlini there. He's looking for it.
Both teams gambling for the right flag. And Apollo on the side there, shooting Skarta in the side. That's some handy early damage. That might prove
Definitely.
useful later on.
Like Skarta down to, let's say, 60 HP. That's pretty good.
It's just peppering from here. Alex defending him and the imps coming to help him out. Stark is getting ready to push them here, but as you can hear in the background, 6 is already gathering the Cav to go for that counter push.
As the infantry fight is starting
Nice
to
shot from Apollo.
push here. Oh, nice hit onto...
Ooh, good kill from
That's
Stark
2
there,
kills from Stark indeed, as Charlini got the first one onto Einar there in the fight. As Apollo now being pressured by Cav. Krysak really low on health. Red War with a nice one onto Samu. It's one of the archers taking down. 6 with a kill back onto Krysak.
Krysak, yeah.
As can't speak anymore. Einstein with a double. Once again, really solid infantry here from Einstein.
Keanu is staying alive and keeping Meldo busy. That's a good job from Keanu there. He did his job for sure this round.
Nice blocking.
Well, as long as they win this, I guess. 6 with the bomb stick on Meldo.
Ooh, nice shot from Red War. Meldo trying to fight 6 on foot there with a... What was that weapon even? Was it a spiked club or something?
Janks are just couching in there. Gets the couch off. Well played there. Well played from FT. Their Cav really pulled them through that round as well. And Arrow surviving, Apollo shooting. I mean, again, just 4 players playing together and wiping out Stark players one by one. And it seems like Stark is going all Cav tactic. Not all courses, but almost all courses. FT is gathering in their spawn bunker, like a smart team would do. And I think this is just going to be 3-0 now.
Well, we'll have to see. 6 fighting dismounted already. Real low on health here. Trying to capitalize on it. Ooh, Yanksa with a nice kill. But he gets immediately traded back. And 6 taken down by Longius. That's 2 kills for Stark. Oh, Samu with a
nice headshot on Longinus though. That's a hard shot to get. That wall is very high, and I've tried to shoot over it before, but it's very difficult.
Yeah, as it's an even 6v6 right now. Flag spawns at church.
How many Cav do FT have left? 2, right?
Yep. 2 Cav, 2 Inf, 2 archers. That's Keanu down
Cav.
though. Azrect, nice couch
I guess
there.
that's what you. I mean, he is not a main Cav, and he's dueling some main Cav players, so it's a bit more difficult for him as well. Azrec's going in with the couch there, trying to spotting it and preventing that. FT's actually
Maldo around the corner looking for a shot. Doesn't get it though. As he loses his shield. Not yet his life, as Sir Alex looks for the kill, but it's gonna be Samu with the kill there. And Maldo getting a kill back on Charlini though. As Krysak is gonna join Maldo now in a 2v1 onto Samu. Sir Alex trying to help out his friend, but gets dismounted and killed off by Maldo. Samu getting killed off by Krysak, and it will be House Stark. If it's not for Apollo and Einstein, we're trying to hold the flag here. Pull down to half health.
They can definitely do this.
Ooh, nice shot onto Red War. As it's 3v4, 2v4, sorry.
They can definitely do this. Einstein is full HP, and the HP of the Stark players is so low. Apollo
it is really low.
Yeah, he's going to get killed now. There we go. And now it's just 3v2. And
this just needs to be timed perfectly.
Oh, the crossbow is going for Sean Apollo. Oh, he misses it.
Yeah. Ayla loses her horse. Apollo's gonna take it, but this is just not going to be.
Very good job.
What a
from the,
beautiful,
FT players.
beautiful play there from both Apollo and Einstein. Apollo with the triple in the end to finish it off, and oh my god, my chat is getting spammed.
Wow.
I'm not showing my feet. Sorry. I can show Kane's feet. Of course.
No, please don't.
I now just hacked his webcam, so we're gonna take a look. No, yeah, that's really strong performance there from Frontline Tactics, as expected from them. Like, they're supposed to be in this final. I don't think anyone would have gotten a final in mind without them being in there. So I think we have a really nice fixture between Frontline Tactics and Unity next weekend. But I have to say props to House Stark for putting up the fight, also getting here in the semi-final.
Yeah, definitely. They played very well.
They played
Maybe
really
today
well.
wasn't their best game, but then again, you are up against what's considered to be the best team in Warband. So
Yes, indeed. So yeah, do we have a little interview with one of the FTs?
wait, let me ask them. 1 second.
Sure. As I will quickly update the score here. Alright guys, you can stop spamming chat. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm not gonna show my feet, I'm sorry.
Let me ask Charlie real quick. Let's see. Oh, Charlie's eating, I hear. I guess I'll just ask Six then. There he comes. I've just forced him. It's okay, he's coming.
Okay. Just give me a second.
Do anything? I'll ask Samu as well. Okay, I've told them to come.
Alright. Very nice. You gave them TeamSpeak?
Yeah, you might want to just mute these guys in chat, to be honest. They're
Yeah.
not stopping. I don't know.
Just gonna...
Oh, Samu can't come, he says. Let's go Apollo instead, I guess. This is in the lobby. And Apollo's coming now.
Okay. There you go. Clean chat up. Let me get them in here. Hello.
Hi.
Quickly.
Hello, Apollo.
Connor?
Is there someone else coming or?
Oh, he can't talk. What?
Why can't he not talk?
I'll give tag, he said.
Wait, let me give it a second.
Yo.
No, you can
hey.
talk. There you go.
Talk. Yeah. Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hi.
Well, first of all, well played.
Of course.
Expect it to be this one-sided?
Yes,
No.
I did. I mean, Stark's got a good team, but FT is just legendary.
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 All right, let's remember those words for the final. I'm gonna
mean,
watch that
Unity's
final
legendary
with
too.
popcorn.
Unity's legendary too. Final's gonna be sick.
So the final is gonna be between two legendary teams.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
gonna be insane final.
Let's hope for that. I want to see Winterbrook, like for real. I want to see
Yeah,
Winterbrook.
same. That would be
It's gonna be
insane.
good. I remember my last final with FT was against the Quilitas. We had a 3-map final. It was great, not because of Winterberg, but because we had 3 maps. But still, very great.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you say is the MVP out of FT today?
No one. We didn't have an MVP entire
We
team
didn't?
today. Incredible balanced.
Not those headshots in the last set?
No, everyone's doing their job, I think. I think if you look at the stats effect on when they come out, I think everyone's just very balanced. think Infantry were doing their job, Cav were doing their job, Arch were doing their job. Everyone just played very well.
How
Not
about,
Alex though. Alex played shit.
How
Normal.
about from start?
Too hard to say. I mean, they just got stomped
Maybe
so
O'Neal?
hard. No, but they got stomped so hard that it's hard for them to. It's hard to give them any MVP because nobody really shined from them today.
I don't know.
What-
I think Kryzak and Azrak did a pretty good job in
I mean,
getting some
Kryzak,
kills back.
Kryzak's
So.
their best Cav, so Kryzak's maybe he did well. I didn't really pay attention to them, so maybe Kryzak did well. But of course, Kryzak's a good player, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have to say, like, even though it was like a really one-sided final, like I said in the match as
It's not
well.
a final, semi-final.
Semi-final, sorry.
Yes.
Finals next weekend. As I think House Stark did really perform well, considering
Yeah,
like
they definitely
Their
did.
Yeah,
tournament
again.
run was incredible. They had an incredible tournament run. A lot of upsets, I would say. So they had a good run, good team put together for this tour. They performed pretty much like I expected them to. But at the end of the day, there's just two teams, Unity and FT. I've been saying this for months, that are just a notch above all the other teams. Malta even, they're above Malta as well, as shown by yesterday's match, 12-1 as well.
Mhm.
So but they performed incredibly well to come in the semi-finals. But yeah, I think FT and Unity just a notch above the other teams there.
Right. How are you guys looking forward to next week match, the final to Unity? Like, what do you expect from any plays or maybe map bans that you think, like, which maps you're going to be playing?
I'm not going to comment on that, but
Okay.
I'm going to say that we think it's going to be a good match. We think it's going to be a close match. We think it's going to be a hard match. Of course, Unity has a balanced roster. Most afraid of the close map, I would say. Not afraid, really, but
Not the open map?
don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh no! Just stop right there.
Unity's infantry very dangerous. I mean, so is FT's, but I think Unity's infantries are probably their strength. So open map, I think FT's strength is probably their Cav and Archer game playing coordination. So I think open maps were quite comfortable. Closed maps were also quite comfortable, but still less comfortable than open maps, I would say. But any maps that come out will perform to our top level and will give a good final.
Right. Any thoughts on the final Warband Native League tournament, as this will be the final one, as
I'm happy
Bannerlord
this is
gets
the final
released
tournament,
next week?
with the best admin team possible, with the Scar and Deacon, Erwin running it. So yeah, it's quite good. It's a WNL and not like a 6v6 league.
Like a WSC.
Yeah, like a WSC. No, it's a good league. Obviously, WNL most famed Warband tour, so it's good to have WNL here.
Right.
Sad that it's the last tour, but we'll make a spectacular final to celebrate Warband's 10-year history.
That's something I'm looking forward to see. Right.
Well,
Kane, do
yeah.
you have any more questions, remarks,
No, just maybe some shout-outs, I guess,
shoutouts?
to the tournament administration.
Definitely.
To the teams, to the streamers, to the referees, and to people like Tarded, setting up these little forum games, making the tournament just a little bit more fun. And Yami for doing the stats.
Yeah. Also,
Just
shout
those
out to the
little
refs for reffing all
Yeah,
the games.
definitely. Wardo, cool guy, reffing a lot of games. Rome, also.
And a shout out to my boys Scar and Pete. Oh, forever in my heart.
Okay, sure. All right, well, I think we've covered everything maybe now, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's.
Shout out to you guys, of course. Thank you for streaming.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure. Always a pleasure of streaming. Thanks everyone for joining. So from me also, big thanks to all the cursed server problems. Oh well, that happens, everyone. But yeah, even though I think we had a great tournament so far. Always nice to stream some WNL matches. Great content, great games. Some close, some not close, but really looking forward to the final. So big thanks to everyone being involved in this. Thanks, Kane, for joining me in this cast. And yeah, I think we're gonna all get ready for that huge final between Frontline Tactics and Unity next weekend, coming up to you soon.
Most definitely.
Right.
Thanks
That's
for
gonna be it for
Thank
today.
you.
See you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.